guys, Rich from Over the Fender Garage. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to jump on doing this radiator. I got to figure out how to mount it, exactly where and how. I got to weld some brackets on it. It's a universal, so it doesn't have any mounting brackets on it. So I got to weld some mounting brackets onto it. And then get into doing the AC. I got the core sitting here. We put the condenser on the front, get that done. Give you a walk around the truck, show you what it's like. I got it all basically bolted together right now. Then we'll get into jumping on the interior. I got some ideas for a dashboard. Should come out looking pretty damn cool. But let's get this radiator done and start doing the AC and work our way to the back. I still got the filler neck to do, but I got all the parts for that. So we should be able to come up with a good idea for that. So let's jump on this. All right, I'm going to mark this out here. Go down here. That should be good. Same on this side. Oh, I'll cut 2 pieces off that. Do my marks. Okay, one more time. Let me check these. I went in there. I double checked all my marks. And this time I put them on with a Sharpie so you can see them. I kind of came up with a different idea for mounting it. So I was going to mount it like this, which will work. It'll be fine. But the bolts will go in sideways through the side here. Kind of makes it difficult, and you can only get the bolts basically halfway in the top. You can't get anything at the bottom. So I was in there looking. If I took it and I mounted it on this direction, just like that, I can mount it right to the front of the radiator support. I don't have to get in there and do any funky drilling or cutting or anything. It's right there. Put them on like that. Drill right through the front of the radiator core, the support, and done. Simple. And then using a full piece like this, it'll block off the hole so all the air is forced through the radiator. So that's what I'm going to change to. Both sides. Just like that. So, little change, but still does the same thing. So I got them both cut, ready to go. Weld these things on there. Got my radiator here, all set up. It's my 2-inch angle. Did a couple of test passes here. Sure everything's set up right. Aluminum is fun to weld. Get a couple of tacks on here. Alright, there is that one tacked on there. Easier to tack it on there than stand it up. You can look straight down at it. At least it is for me, since I'm not really good at this. But actually I can weld aluminum pretty good. You'd think it would be harder, but I seem to be able to do it better. I'll stand it up once I get these tacked on here. Alright, flip it over and I'll do the other one. Get it tacked on. Just sitting right here, already made. tacked on there. Now, it becomes a little easier to weld. Do a quick test fit before I do anything here. Go test fit it in the truck one more time before I final weld it. Get this all welded up. Alright, just set a piece of wood on my bottom rail here. So I got a spacer up. I can slide this in here. Oh yeah, that beautiful. Just like that. I'll have to trim this top piece a little bit. It's just touching the radiator core. Let me turn that welder off. So I got a piece of 1/8 inch plywood at the bottom, kind of space it up off the bottom of the radiator support. And then stand it up. I've got to trim this top piece right here. It's just touching the radiator. So just a little trim on that. Other than that, fits beautifully right in there. You need to set something on top of this cap here. Check it real quick. Make sure it clears the hood. It should. Shouldn't be any problems there. But it's good to check that. And it's all ready to weld up. Just a piece of 3/4 inch. If you have a flat cap, it'll be fine. But if you get one with a handle on it, it's going to stick up a little higher. So just test it that way. Make sure. Take this off here. I don't know if I can get it on right here. Look at that. Let's see. Oh, that one shut off. All right, good. Clears without a problem. So, all ready for welding. All right, we are fit. We're ready to go. Weld this on. Hopefully I got enough gas to do this. I'm on the bottom of the barrel there. But when you weld on aluminum, it doesn't give you any color like steel does. It gets red hot. So you gotta watch for the melting point of aluminum. And it's gotta be pretty clean. You really gotta have it clean. It's not too bad. I'm filling these after. The one thing about aluminum, it gets hot. So it's hard to keep, your hands start getting so hot, you can't hold it steady anymore. But you did see I hit it a few times. Stuck it down in it while I was welding. It'll be fine. That's what the little black stuff is. So when you get down there and get contaminants in it. But for what it is, it'll be fine. It'll be strong. It's hot. But I'll flip it over, do the other side. I'll finish all this up with the other stuff I'm gonna finish up. So kind of keep spreading out, get everything done. And a day when you can't do something, you can do this kind of stuff. But just about everything will be mocked up. So flip it over, get bead on the other side so it's all together and go mount it in the truck. Well, we got the radiator all done. It's set in here, mounted up. Everything works perfect on it. Fits in there really nice. Perfect. So, that is basically scratched off the list here. So really the only thing left to do underneath here is the air conditioning lines. That is it. Next thing I'll do, I got the cool condenser here too. Got the right one, but I got to get that mounted up. Not a big deal. Do the AC lines. This part will be done. And I think everything underneath the hood will be finished. I had found some radiator hoses here. This one here should work here. Get that trimmed down. Found the top one. That worked perfect. So, got the hoses, all that stuff taken care of too. So, once I get the AC done, underneath the hood is finished. So, next thing I'll do, I'll take you for a walk around the truck, show you where it's at. And then we'll get into the interior and we'll do the dashboard. I got a pretty cool idea for a dash. So won't be a lot of commentary in that. It'd be too hard to think about it while I'm doing it, but it'll be pretty cool. All right, so I'm looking at my AC. And what I've got here is I put the condenser, it's not mounted, I'm just looking at this, making a game plan. And normally they mount out here like this with the brackets and stuff. But I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna mount it down in the hole like this. It takes care of a lot of the hole. Gonna make mounting it a lot easier. I don't have to worry about the hood hinge or any. I won't have to worry about the hood hinge or anything because it'll be back behind it. But I already gone and put my dryer in here. While I was looking at it, trying to figure out the lines and stuff to order the parts, I stuck that in there. Well, now that I got the radiator mounted up, because I had a completely different idea in my mind before I mounted it. So I was using that to order parts. But with this piece I put on here, that is now giving me 2 inches off the front. Now I have a nice hole down here at the bottom. So I can take my number 8 line, I can run it straight through, right through this hole, and go up to its. And then the number 6, I can come down, move the dryer over here on the inside, and then run the line through and go through under the wheel well. So I want to keep that high because I don't know if I have to cut this back yet. I haven't gone and done all my measurements for how low this thing's sitting for tires, so I might have to move this up an inch or so. I haven't done my wheel wells yet either. So I'm waiting till everything is done get it on the floor, do all the measurements, and then figure out this, where I got to cut that. So if I got to do any work to the wheel wells and I fixed them, I'd have to redo it. So I'm waiting on those. But the number 6 will run through here and it'll go through there. And then the tunnel will come back through here and on top of the wheel well and come on here to the pump. So, but that works out really nice. That I've got that hole down there now. So I just come out, around, back up, dryer, and then back in through here to the wheel well. Then on the inside, got to cover it. Can't see. Can't see. Peek. Can't see. Peek. Can't see. Can't see. All right. Let's see here. So I've got my number 10 and my number 6 right here. The 10 will come down and go through something like right here. I'm trying to keep this stuff so you can't see it. So I put it in my other truck and there's nowhere to put it. You can see all of it. It absolutely drives me nuts. Having a big lump over here of hoses. So I'm trying to figure out how to hide this one better. So the 6 will just pop through like right. I think I planned it for right there where that drill hole is at. Come in and go up to number 6. This will turn to rubber. This piece will be rubber. So I'm hoping to get it rubber all the way out the hole and then put a 90 on the 10 and then a 90 on the number 6 outside and turn this all into rubber in here. And then my 2 heater core hoses should go through about right there. Something like that. I'm not using the bulkhead things. They take up too much room. I'm just going to go through it with a grommet, but it'll be low, so it'll be clean. Think that that's how I'm going to do it. I think that'll be a good area. I could make my 10 come down around and maybe go through right here. Kind of an idea too. I could actually have my heater hoses come in right there too. Something like that. But I get all in this when get back in here. And we start fixing up this. That's it. That's all you get to see. Then we'll get into that inside part. But I think that is my plan. So run through and do that. Get that part done. Move all this around. Hopefully it'll work. But I think it will. It should. But let's get on it. Okay. I've got my core all hung in here. Found a nice spot, made some brackets for it. Pretty close to the radiator. It'll get full suction from the fan. And this is really the only hole that's going to be here. So it should get good flow through that condenser. And I've got a number 8 bendable line here. This is what I'm going to put from the core into the engine bay. Just take these O-rings out of there, put them in a little baggie. And I've got my number 8 that goes on the compressor here. I just hate how they put these two together like this. Then you gotta cross them. Kind of makes it a pain. These lines bend really, really nice. Very carefully. This is just a piece of stainless steel pipe I got from making some headers. It's an 1 7/8 that I've made into a axle seal tool. So I just got it pinned in my vise here so I can pull this up very carefully. It needs to be a pretty close bend. Kind of roll it through it. Just like that. Nice little bend with a homemade tool. So now that will go right into my condenser. without a problem. I can go down to the bottom, get a measurement, and then put this bend in it. Here it now. Sure. Ooh, that's tight. Take it out of there and get it in. Rather bend this out a little bit. This is really no longer needed. See, this is it's not really needed anymore because I changed how the radiator mounts, so it doesn't need this to seal up against the radiator, because the old one used to sit right up against it. I could trim it back, but I could trim it back a little bit. All right, we'll see when we get to that point of cleaning everything up. But that should work. Getting it in there. Now, I'll bring this in here. Like that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to trim it off. It's gonna rub on it if I don't. I'll just cut that off there. Just put a mark on that so remember. All right. Now, get down here. Then I wouldn't have had to make this bend so tight either. Could have came out a little further. Not much, because the other one, my mounting is pretty close to this, but it'll give me a little bit more room for these. Down there. Now get it here. I want this one as my bottom. Since I gotta bend this by hand, I'm gonna mark it a little different. I'll still put this mark in here. And put one there. So we're going to try to go for the center in this area here. That should be good. It's got to bend down and then it's got to bend up to come up the frame rail here. And then this short little piece here will be some rubber. Give me somewhat an idea. I don't want it below that area because that will be touching this. So if I bring it up from there, I'm in a good spot. All right, got me another piece of exhaust pipe. And this one here, I want that to be as low as I want to go, right there. Move that up a little bit. Right there. Might line up. Just gotta be careful not try to make it all in one bend doing it this way because it's got no support. But they'll come out really nice. I'm kind of pulling on it at the same time I'm bending it, keeping pressure on the whole thing. Oh, get in. Just like that. Look pretty nice. Because see, this one has to go uphill to go up the frame and then straight across. So I went probably a little too far, but I can bend it back. So it won't be a problem. But it's just a nice, easy way to make a bend when they don't have to be really tight like this. Sometimes I'll just use my knee, my leg, to do it. But these ones got to be pretty tight right here. So just a piece of pipe and carefully bend it, it'll come out pretty nice.
Okay, now, just like that. Now I can straighten this out a little bit. That's good. Right there. All right, let me put that 10 on there. And I'm really going to be close together for trying to charge it. Crap. Oh, why did they do this stuff? There's going to be a hose on there, so this is going to be down touching it. So, should have put the charge port on the condenser. Would have been easier. Let's see what this one looks like. It'd be about the same place on that 10. Oh, they make stuff so damn complicated. Let's see if I put the charge port on here, but I don't have a straight one. If I had a straight one, I could do a straight charge port right here into the pump on a 90. I got a number 8 right here. Oh, jeez. Well, wonder the other way. If I put the 8 underneath it. Well, that'll work if I don't have a charge port on it. If I bend this one a little straighter, put it on there, put the charge port right here on the straight one. All right, so I guess I'm going to have to little change on here. I don't have a straight 8, so I won't be able to finish that. That's a bummer. All right, but I can get the 10 in. I can run all the rest of the lines except for that one. All right, so I think that should be pretty good right there. And the 10, 2 fingers away, should be pretty good. Let me go. Don't want to bend too much on these. Yeah, that's pretty good. I can live with that. Tiny bit more here. Yep, just like that. Now, almost got 2.5, so that's good. Now it'll run out this way and then back. So that one's good. Oh, perfect. There you go. Beautiful. Put a straight one here. There'll just be a little piece of 8-inch or number 8 hose on there. About yay long. All right, good. All right, we'll call that one done. I'll have to get another fitting. We'll do the number 6 and run it. My number 6 here. I got another bendable line. Come out here. Could get my bender. I do have a bender for the 3/4 or whatever that is. Okay, got my bender for this one. So this one goes nice and easy. It's a boo boo. Just like that. It doesn't like to slide in it, so I'm gonna kind of walk it through too, but it is the same size as 3/8 fuel line, so it does work for it pretty nice. Nice. Get you out the way. Yep, that for sure has to be cut off now. Got to interfere with both the lines. One's going to further than that. This one here, if I bend it, that way. Get that pinned in there right about there. Yep. Come on. And I want to go this way. Too far. Okay. All right. So if I put this like right here, that should be good. Actually, I need to put it way over here, maybe. My line's gonna make it to probably about right there. Hell no, it's not. It's gonna make it to about right there. So my battery box should be about there, so it should sit underneath the battery box in that area. Okay. So I can go like 30 degrees. Okay, that's there, that's there. So that should be good. This one here, like that. And then this one. Yeah, just like that. All right. So there we go. Okay, good. Battery box. Battery box will sit right there. So easy, more than enough clearance. All right, great. Now on to the next one. Should be this one around to there. All right, now we get this number 6 made up, and it's 20. We will call it 22 inches. There's the number 10 I made. Right there, I have a piece of aluminum bended tube on there. But I'll go make up this number 6 and get it on here. Okay, I've got the lines inside put on. You can't take you in there because it's top secret. Make this line here, number 10. Get this one made up right here. Oh, let's see. Call it 27. I'll go cut me one that's 27. How long is this one? 20. Holy crap. This is longer than the scrap I have sitting here. Oh my gosh, this stuff does not like to bend. Perfect. Perfect. Tiny bit shorter than that, probably there. Should be fine. You take it and put it onto the wheel well so it can't move up. Alright. Get this off here. I'm gonna go make up this line. Because this has got two 90s on it, you gotta mark it so you know that your two 90s. Because if you don't, you're gonna try to twist this stuff and it's like steel braid. It does not like to twist. This number 10 hose is very hard to twist. Cut this one down. Now I want that facing that way. Like that. Oh, did I have the right one in there even? Oh, look at that, it already has it. Okay. There's the socket. I think. Nope. Rip that sucker down. I like to take and twist these. Gives you a nicer crimp. Kind of gives it more one that looks like it was done by a machine. Just like that. Look how sweet. Okay, now make sure I put that one there. This one here needs to go there. Look through that little window. Make sure that hose is all the way up against the back of it. And you'll be good. Nice little tool. If you like to do custom AC units, like the height stuff, make your own hoses. They work good. There it is. My line. Because you're not going to twist these things to get them on. So that one's done. Go stick that one on. Make up my number 6 next. On here. Okay. There's that one. Can't do the number 8. So I gotta go inside and measure the number 6 and we'll make up the number 6. All right. Well, that's all I can do on the AC until I get this number 8 fitting here. I'll see how short of a piece I can get in U-bend, because it'd be nice to be able to bend this up, come across, and then back down, something like that. It's got to have rubber on it somewhere. So if we put it right there, I might have to get a shorter one that goes on the condenser. I'll have to see. It's the kind of stuff you run into though. It sucks, but what do you do? Gotta do something. So, because then I can keep this one here. That's really nice. Out of the way. Won't touch anything. Put a holder on the wheel well. It'll be nice. So it should be far enough in. That's why I put the 90s right there. Because I can pluck these in the hole if they're hitting the wheel well. This one's not drilled big enough yet. You don't want to get crazy drilling holes yet. So, but this one here, I've got it drilled to the grommet size. That one's not a problem. This one we'll wait on. But yeah, we get this line, get this figured out, change that around a little bit, and the AC will be done. It's all finished up. Run the heater lines. That's not a big deal. I got the stuff to do the air intake. I forgot about that. What I didn't get was the silicone collars to go on the neck and on the tube. Forgot about that part. So I'll have to get those before I can make that up. That's one of those things, it's not a big deal. It can be made after the truck's painted, before the truck's painted, it don't matter. The only thing really left that's a big deal is the fuel filler neck, which I'll probably do after we get the dashboard done, because I already got the dashboard idea going. So that'll be coming up on the next video. So we'll do our walk around and then get on to doing some more of the other stuff. If you guys like my videos, hit that like and subscribe button and share. I need to get the viewers up here. Alrighty, thanks for watching. Let's take a walk. There it is, full mock-up. Got the bumpers trimmed. They're not finished, they're just trimmed and put on there. Make sure I like them. And the front one, I love it. It looks so awesome. Back one needs a little bit of work. This is up a little too high. When I put the piece inside on top of the foam expanded as it was drying, so it pushed it out. This is what you'll run into when you're making these things. So I'll take that piece off, remake the piece that mounts to the body, and then push this up. And that'll fix that. But it looks pretty damn cool. Exhaust system poking out the back. I should have put the tailgate on, but I'm gonna do that. Figure out where to make the top of this, because otherwise you'll have that hole there, which wouldn't be bad depending on what you're doing with the truck, but I would rather have that hole filled in. This side here came out almost perfect. You fill this stuff in, get this all nice in here before making it into a mold. That's how it comes out nice. Nice for the fender here. And everything else is pretty good. I got my mirrors stuck on there. I should have primered them so they match the truck. Get a better look. But everything pretty much is coming together on it. There's the front bumper. So you gotta do the same thing. You make the little lip underneath. So this pulls this in and holds it. And this will be up tight to the body in this area. I get that little lip on there. And it'll hold it so it's not moving. Which it wouldn't really move it right now anyway. It's pretty tight in there. But I like to have a little thing there with some bolts on it so it holds us all. You see, I still got to trim it more. This is just to check it out, make sure I like it. There's no reason to go through finishing it all out, but I think it looks friggin' awesome on there. See this side here, you push it up against it, and that's what the piece I'll put inside will do. It'll hold it. But then trim this little piece right here so it's pushing on that corner. Finish up the mounting of it, and then go and tape everything off again, and then I'll fill this stuff in and clean it up, finish the body work on it on the truck, and then take it back off. But everything else looks really good. Got the hood scoop on there now. It's not just sitting there. I got a couple bolts in it. And under the hood, we've got the radiator all mounted up. Got the holes in the radiator support. It's all nicely mounted. Fits in there really, really nice. Got the battery box where it's going to go in there. This type here has a bar, this right here, that goes on there and holds it at an angle. So that battery cannot move at all. It's locked in that bucket. These are very, very nice little pieces there. And they're inexpensive. So I like using those. With the brake system up top is all done. It's all roughed in. Got the hydro boost all done. It's all roughed in. Got the clutch all done. That one's all roughed in. All the fuel system up here. So basically everything is done up here except for the AC. I ordered the wrong condenser, so I have to order another one. I got the dryer right here. But that's a simple run a few lines, that's all done. Not a big deal there. See, steering shaft and all that stuff's in there. So basically everything's done in here except for the AC and the intake. Gotta run the intake tube. But from there, everything else is pretty much done. Right here's my steam port for the LS3. I know some people block them off. GM put it there for a reason, so I'm using it. Just a real simple nipple welded onto the radiator. Takes care of that. No overheating issues or overheating heads or whatever it's supposed to do. It'll be there. But all that's come out pretty nice. And then on the inside, seats are in. I got the fuse box roughed into where I'm going to put it. That's all hanging in there. Computer's all hung in here. I'm gonna mount this box up here though. I'm gonna put it right here. Kinda. So you open up the glove box and it's right there. I have to come up with some kind of idea to mount that. But it's coming along pretty good. We are just about done. So what let's do is finish these bumpers out. Do a couple pinholes. Get that stuff done. And I need the brakes for the front. I can't do any of the main lines on the frame because it's going to take it all apart and paint it. So might as well do that as it's going back together. Same with the return line on the fuel. Oh, let's see, what else? You get to this point, it gets really hard to figure out what to do because there's so little left. You have to think about it, write it down. I have a list. I got to do fuel filler. I haven't done that yet. It's one of the last things I got to do. I have to go searching for a cap or something. But this cap won't do what I want it to do. It's just a little too big. Let's see if I can find a filler neck. But other than that, it's just about done. It's getting so close, getting so close. Oh, let's see what else. Pretty much it. I can't think of anything else. Just have to go over it, check everything over real good, make sure, realign all the fenders and doors and everything perfectly. So so when I was doing the body work on them, I moved the doors out, moved the fenders in to sand without hitting. So I have to go and realign everything, check them all out. It doesn't have to be perfect, but I'd like to have it close. And stuff like the hood hinges, they're really, really, really stiff, but you do not want to put WD-40 anywhere around something you're going to paint. And so I'm hoping they'll be fine. They were fine when I took it apart. So they should be fine when I line them up. If you get WD-40 floating through the air, you'll have fish eyes in your paint. So don't want to do that. But it's getting close, getting close.